Okay, good morning, all. Okay, we'll continue on our book reading The Toyota Way to Service Excellence by Jeffrey K. Liker and Karen West. And we're still in standard support, how we learn to improve. Yesterday, we looked at how Sam and Leslie has helped as service for you to improve based on their customer service and their work processes. So we'll continue from there today. Okay, and today on page 200 it says standard recipes at ZingerMans mail order. Standard recipes at ZingerMans mail order. These are not that case study. Remember we talked about we read more on ZingerMans mail order. So today we're looking at standard recipe at ZingerMans mail order. Still talking of standard work and how to achieve standard processes in an organization. The standards and standard work are especially important at ZMO. Since the organization expands from 70 to 400 people in the busy holiday season in December, the staff knows it will be swamped with rookies for a matter of weeks. Before there was an established system, it was chaos. Now there is a clear system to follow at every level of detail. Standard work is the only way to ensure that people are properly trained and there is some consistency in the quality of timing. The ZingerMans community of food business does not have a problem with the concept of standard work. The employees refer to them as recipes. There is a recipe for everything at ZMO, from how to pick orders from the shelf to how to place items in boxes to how to answer the phone. The standards for simple repetitive manual tasks like picking are more detailed than for more customized tasks like answering the phone. In figure 6.2, we show page 1 of 2-page standard worksheet from ZMO. In this case, for the initial job of picking items and putting them in a bin. For the detailed, highly repetitive task of Toyota assembly line, there is a standard worksheet that includes time in seconds for each step and a separate job instruction sheet for training purposes that includes more detailed sub-step along with key points and reasons. ZMO's job have enough variability in them that the company uses high-level steps and key points on 1 or 2 sheets without specific times. Notice these are simply declarative statements like the first. Read location of item to be picked from work order. The key point gives details on how to perform this step. In this case, where to find what information. Locations are listed as rack shelf slots. The key points in step 5 illustrate how to check off items as you pick with the visual example. It might appear rather obvious how to pick items off a shelf and put them in a bin. As you read down through the standard work, it is surprising how much it involves in this apparently simple job. This is in part because of the lean system. There are clear standards for where every item is located with distinct address and visual management identification. Consider the special instructions for non-recurring tasks. There is a Kanban system for replenishing items, and that needs to be understood. There's a standard for what to do with empty totes and one for dealing with empty dry goods totes. In many warehouses, all we know is to look up the items on the pick list and find it, perhaps using some barcode technology. As ZMO develops virtual standards, errors in picking were dramatically reduced, At the same time, there was more to teach in the recipe. As you transform to lean, there will be more detailed standard work and a greater need to do a good job of team members training. Some people say that lean does not work with temporary workers, but in fact it becomes even more critical. So this is your stuff for reading today, talking about standard recipe at ZingerMans meal order. And these recipes were written down, these processes were written down to achieve a standard work process, just like we have the standard of operation, how you were supposed to do some particular thing, how to place order, how to take order, how to talk to a customer, how to answer the phone call, how to pick up a phone, how to talk to a customer, what to say to a customer, processes of onboarding a new customers, processes of doing a transaction with the customers. All these are standard ways that are written down in your like our SOPs, like your standard worksheets. So in case you don't know what to do or how to do something, you just have to refer back to your SOP, your standard of operation. All those that documents will actually show you what and how you need to operate some things, the operational steps, give you key points. There are also some special instructions that you need to follow when it comes to some certain things to do. So those standard recipe, like in ZingerMans meal orders, were written down. It's called it standard worksheet for picking orders at ZingerMans meal order. So it's not going to be hard. It's going to help reduce hitches and a proper smooth work flow. So this is your stuff for our reading this morning. Thank you.